You just invested in a gorgeous new Sony TV, famed for its breathtaking picture quality. But here's the secret. Right out of the box, you're missing out on the very best it has to offer. We all buy these incredible displays expecting perfection, and Sony certainly delivers on the hardware front. Their picture processing is legendary, really pushing the boundaries of what a TV can show you. Yet, many of us plug in our new pride and joy, maybe scroll through a few menus, and then just live with whatever the factory settings throw our way. What if I told you that with just a few simple adjustments, you can unlock a truly cinematic experience without spending another dime? We are talking about getting the precise, accurate picture you paid for. First on our hit list, and this is a big one, those sneaky eco settings. You see, to meet energy consumption targets, almost every new TV ships with its power saving or eco modes turned on, and Sony is no exception. And while we all appreciate conserving energy, these settings act like a digital handbrake on your TV's performance. Think of it like buying a high-performance sports car, a Ferrari, only to find it automatically capped at 55 miles per hour. That's what power saving does to your TV's brightness. It deliberately limits the light output, meaning your new Sony will never truly dazzle. To fix this, you will want to navigate to the power and energy menu within your TV's system settings. Look for Energy Saver and simply toggle the power saving option to off. This instantly gives you back full control over your TV's luminosity, letting it shine as it was designed to. Next up, we are talking about Ambient Optimization Pro. Newer TVs, Sony's included, feature a built-in ambient light sensor. It sounds clever in theory. The TV reads your room's brightness and even its color temperature, then dynamically adjusts the picture on screen. But for those of us who prioritize accuracy and consistency, this feature is a performance thief. It takes the artistic intent of the content and throws it into a blender with your living room's current lighting. You want the director's vision, not your TV's best guess. So, head into the Display and Sound menu, find Ambient Optimization Pro, and turn off Auto Adjust according to ambient light. This ensures your picture remains stable and true, regardless of whether the sun is beaming or the lights are low. Now that we have tamed the automated settings, it is time to choose your picture mode. For the most accurate, reference quality picture, especially for film and TV buffs, we recommend selecting Professional. This mode, which Sony used to call Custom, strips away most of the unnecessary processing, giving you a clean, unadulterated image. Cinema mode is also excellent, very close to Professional, though it sometimes adds a touch more processing for a darker room movie-watching experience. Remember to check these settings for both standard definition, SDR, and high dynamic range, HDR, content. If you are watching an HDR10 movie, Professional or Cinema are still your best bets. For Dolby Vision content, you have the choice between Dolby Vision Dark or Dolby Vision Bright, depending on your room's ambient light. Both offer superb accuracy. And for gamers, switching to game mode dramatically reduces input lag, and we suggest setting its color temperature to Expert 1 for optimal color balance. You also have the ability to adjust your TV's overall brightness to suit your specific room. Over the past few years, TV manufacturers have engaged in a brightness arms race. And while more brightness is fantastic for creating incredible contrast with inky blacks, maxing it out is not always ideal. In a very bright room, cranking up the brightness slider makes perfect sense. But if you are striving for reference quality in a darkened space, you might actually want to lower that slider significantly. This setting is really about personal preference and your viewing environment. And while we turned off Ambient Optimization Pro, manually adjusting your brightness gives you consistent control without the distraction of dynamic changes. For HDR content, however, we do recommend setting peak luminance to high. This setting controls your TV's local dimming. And for that truly dramatic HDR punch, high is the way to go, especially with Sony's excellent bloom control. Finally, let us talk about your external devices and those all-important HDMI settings. Many people assume if you plug an HDMI 2.1 device, like a PlayStation 5, into an HDMI 2.1 port on your TV, you are good to go. But often, TVs ship with their HDMI ports defaulted to a more compatible, older standard, like HDMI 1.4. Manufacturers do this to prevent customer service calls from people struggling with older soundbars. The downside? Your cutting-edge gaming console might not be sending a 120Hz signal, or you may not be getting the full bandwidth your devices support. To fix this, head to your External Inputs menu, then find HDMI signal format. Here, you can adjust each HDMI port individually. You will typically see Standard Format and Enhanced Format. You absolutely want Enhanced Format to enable 4K per 60Hz signals. Some newer Sony models will offer a third option, like Enhanced Format, Advanced, or Enhanced Format, 4K 120, which fully unlocks that port for 4K 120Hz signals from your consoles or PC. If you are setting up a port for gaming, remember to also enable VRR there. By taking just a few minutes to tweak these core settings, you are not just getting a better picture. You are unlocking the full potential of that incredible Sony TV you invested in. You are moving beyond the factory defaults and truly experiencing your movies, shows, and games exactly as their creators intended. So go ahead, make those adjustments, and prepare to be amazed by the picture you have been missing. What other TV settings do you find yourself tweaking right away? We would love to hear your thoughts.